Back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about Crow. Crow is Kronos. It is the crypto.com coin. Now, crypto.com coin's been around for quite a long time now. If you go back on the chart, I think it's been around for like 2016 maybe. This is a KuCoin chart, so this doesn't actually show exactly when it came out. This is when it was listed. On here it was listed in 2020. However, it has been around since about 2016 in the ICO it was released. Now, the interesting thing about the crypto.com coin is not only do they offer the fact that you can buy the cryptocurrency, they also offer all the benefits on top of that. I know this is not a sponsored video. Not big enough YouTuber for sponsored yet. One day if crypto.com wants to sponsor me though, I'll be very happy because I do like crypto.com. And this is not saying you should buy, do your own research, and choose your own decision. This is not financial advice. I'm just talking about what they're currently doing. Right. So, as of right now, Crypto.com was released quite a while ago. It stayed quite stagnant around this price over here. It stayed quite stagnant, and then after that, we moved up. Again, we hadn't really moved very much. We came down, and we've had this nice pump up. And following, for example, the Bitcoin chart, like I said in my previous analysis video, Bitcoin might be forming a head and shoulders, an inverse head and shoulders, which would be nice. We're not going to go through analysis on Crow today. This is more just like, what is Crow, what is it doing, than it is analysis. Right, so when you hold Crypto.com coin, you can actually stake for something called a Crypto.com Visa card. Now, the Crypto.com Visa card comes with a lot of benefits. So you go down here. You've got the Crypto.com Visa cards here. As you can see, so for those who do not know what staking is, it basically means locking up your money for a fair period of time. In this case, it will be 6 months. I think it tells you here when you click this, yeah. You gotta lock it for 180 days. Got rewards caps and so on. Right, so let me just quickly run through what this is. This is not a promotion, obviously, but let me just quickly run through what this is. So you got the Midnight Blue card. This gives you practically nothing. It's just, I don't know, you get fees and withdrawals or whatever it is. Right, the Ruby card, you need to stake £300 worth. This is obviously in the UK. In the US, it'll be $400. Australia, it's 500 AUD. I'm not 100% sure, you'd have to check in your own country, and some more countries don't even offer it. So, yeah. So you stake £300, right? And I'll get through how the whole staking thing works, but I'll talk through the benefits first. Crow rewards is 1%, so that means basically for everything you spend with this card, you receive 1% back in Crow. Now, if you take a look at this, this is something new. So you can get up to $25 back each month through cashback. And then after that it becomes a monthly reward cap. After that, obviously, it's capped, so you can't make any more. Obviously, for the first month, there is no cap. Now, interestingly speaking here, in order to receive $25 back, you would have to spend $2,500. And depending on how much you actually spend, most people probably don't really spend that much each month. It depends if you're paying stuff. You won't get the cashback back on bills or, like, cars and, like, insurance and stuff like that, like healthcare bills and stuff like that. You won't get any cash back on that. It's just like, you know, like your grocery shop, going out to eat, so on. It does work at quite a few places. I've tried it at multiple places. Right, so then you've got the also, by the way, actually on the Ruby card, you get 6 months of Spotify for free as well. So you sign up for Spotify. It's not free, it's technically free. So you sign up for Spotify, you pay for it as you would normally, but with the Crypto.com cards. And then after you pay for it, you'll receive the amount that you paid, basically, up to, I think it's like $12.99, yeah, $13.99 USD back. So if you get like the family memberships or something like that, then you won't get all the money back. But you can get up to that amount back, and you get that for 6 months. So you pay for it, you receive the money back in cash back, and then you can either keep it or you can sell it. So yeah. Now the next card, you've got the Royal Indigo and the Jade Green cards. This you need to stake £3,000. Crow rewards, you will receive 2% cashback per your purchases, and the reward cap's $50. So therefore, you'd have to spend $2,500 to meet the rewards cap. and it's not capped for the first 3 months. So you have to spend about $2,500 in order for you to hit the cap. Which again, I don't really think many people spend that much. Some people probably do. But I mean, like on grocery shops and stuff like that. If you disinclude like your like mortgages, your houses, your cars, and your like bills and stuff like that, then technically most people don't really spend that much money on food. So it's still pretty good. So yeah, and that's for the first 3 months. You get no cap. After that, it's $50. So interesting with this, you also get Spotify for 6 months. You also get Netflix for 6 months. The same process for Netflix and Spotify. You actually get airport lounge access as well. Now, for those who don't know what airport lounge access is, when you go to the airport, there'll be an airport lounge in most airports. And it's basically like a nicer sitting area. Sometimes they offer like food, drinks, and stuff like that, and so on. So yeah, you can go do that. It tells you how to sign up for it, but it'll be priority pass. So if you Google priority pass, you can actually see it. I'm not going to show you in this video, but yeah. Then obviously you got the frosted icy white and rose gold cards. These are 30,000, 3% cashback, no monthly reward cap. Also with this you get Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all the same thing. You pay for it, you get the cashback for it. Same with X Premium, which I still don't know what X Premium is. I think if I remember correctly, it's the Twitter thing. So the Twitter Premium, so you want like the tick thing. I don't know how valuable that is for some people. Maybe it is for some people. I guess it's up to you. Expedia, you get 10% back for each purchase on Expedia, with a limit of $50 per month. So it explains that there. Now the airport lounge access again. This time you can actually take someone with you if you have this card. And then after that, you also get Crypto.com private. If I remember correctly, this is like a private like welcome package thing. It basically just gives you like a jacket, shoes, and stuff like that. And I think you also get like better customer service, something like that. I can't remember. You have to 100% check. I think if you click it, it'll actually tell you. Priority customer service, industry events, access, inherent service, research reports. Yeah, you can go through this. But yeah, that's what you get on that one. The Obsidian card, right. It says £300,000, $400,000, 500,000 what is it? AUD, 350,000 euro, and some other amounts in like other currencies. This gives you 5% cash back, right? Firstly, this is £300,000, which is a lot of money, and $400,000 is also a lot of money. The majority of people who would get these cards might go for like the Royal Indigo, Jade Green, maybe the Ruby, so like these two over here. Not many people are going to go for the Obsidian, but I'll go for it anyway, for the sake of it. Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, X Premium, and then those are the same thing, so you get cash back on it after you spend on it. Expedia and Airbnb, right? Expedia and Airbnb, is basically just 10% back on whatever you pay for it, so yeah, same thing. Airport lounge access, you get Crypto.com private. On the IC card, you also got the bonus earns and also the exclusive welcome pack, so that's what I was on about, where you get like the jacket and like socks and stuff like that. You get on the Obsidian and the IC card, you also get the earn bonus reward, which is like, you can earn slightly more when you stake on the Crypto.com app, if I remember correctly. Private jet partnership, right, I'm not 100% sure what this is. If I remember 100% correctly, I think, I don't know if it's a discount on taking a private jet or if it's like you get something when you go on it. I'm not 100% sure what it does, but you can have a look at that. The only reason why I'm not going to mention it is because the amount of people who are willing to spend £300,000 on something like this, it will be very low, since obviously not many people have that kind of money. So I'm going to leave that out. Your withdrawal limits and stuff like that, so without fees and stuff like that, you can withdraw like £180, 360, 720, 720, 900, and then you've got the maximum withdrawal limit and then the top-up limit. Right, so that's the card gone through. Right, I'll explain how exactly this works, firstly. So we'll go on to TradingView, and I will do the math on here. Right. Get the fancy Samsung pen thing out. Right. we screenshot this, and if yeah, it's white currently. White writing, yep, okay. Let's say I want to stake for the Ruby cards, so I need to stake £300. £300 might equate to, actually we should probably do this in dollars actually, so that way I can actually do the math properly. So, that's a horrible dollar sign, but you need to stake $400 in this case. The price of Crow is currently that much there. So 0.15219, so that's like what, like 400 divided by like 15 over 100. That's like 400 divided by 15 over 100 there. Normally if you want to calculate that, what you do is you flip the thing. So on this channel you not only learn about crypto, you also learn math. So be grateful. You don't get this on other channels, I ain't going to teach you math too. If anybody wants math tutorials, ask for it. I'm fairly decent at math, I'll be willing to do it. Alright, so divide that by 15. Take 5 off of this, that's 8,000, and then you do 8,000 over 3. That's 2666.66 recurring. So, for about $400, you'd get 2,667-ish Crow, maybe, give or take. Bear in mind, obviously, Crypto.com will take the fee, so you won't get that exact amount. And also, I've rounded the value as well, since it was at 0.15219. I've rounded it to 15. So technically, you actually might get a bit more, because I've used a no, you actually get a bit less, because I've used a lower number, technically. So, yeah. That's how it would work, so you'd get that much Crow. Right, now, if we actually get to how the staking works... So if we take our 266, we're going to say 26,000 for the sake of it. Right, on our 26,000, when I stake this, what will happen is that money is being staked for 180 days. After 180 days, you will receive your 2,600 Crow back. And when you receive it back, you can choose to whether you want to sell it or whether you want to keep it. Obviously, the value can change during that period. So this price up here, as you can see, the Crow price could actually change during that period. So you have got to be wary of that too when you are investing and staking it. But while you have this staked, you will receive the benefits of the Crow card. So that is something to be wary of. So yeah. This is more of just an educational video on what the cards are and how, you know, this sort of stuff works. It's not obviously a promotion for it, because I say I'm not sponsored, but if they want to sponsor me, that'd be amazing. So, yeah, Crypto.com, get at me. Alright, I'm not going to do the math for all of them, but what I'm going to explain is, so, not only when you stake do you actually get a little bit more of a benefit. So, let's say you stake $4,000 for the Indigo card. Again, for $1,000 divided by 15 over that, that's like what, 26,666.66, give or take. That one's an easy one to do. That's an easy math question because we already did the first one, so you just times it by 10, don't you? Right. So you'd get about 26,600 Crow. Now, the interesting thing with this card is you actually earn staking rewards on this. Or I think now it's actually called the Crow Lockup Rewards. So while you have this stake, let's say we have, for the purpose of easy math, we'll say 26,000 for the purpose of easy math. Yeah, 26,000 Crow. 26,000 Crow. On that, while it's staked, you actually earn some interest. So that's what the Crow Lockup Rewards are. I think if I remember correctly, you earn 4% on top of it. So 4% is like something like that. That's how you calculate 4%. You'd earn 4% on it, so you actually earn a little bit more Crow than what you started with. So when you unstake, you'll actually have a bit more Crow than what you started with, which is quite nice. That'd probably put you at like, what is it, like 265, 20, 10, 11, 20. So you'd have 27,000, something like that, I think that's right. You'd have that much Crow after you unstake, so you actually earn a bit more interest. And obviously, again, if the price changes, you can sell it. Very wary that the price not can only go up, it can also go down, so be very wary of that. So only invest what you're willing to lose. Now, With like I think the IC card you get 7% instead of 4%, and the Obsidian card you also get 7%. So that's something to be wary of. So we discard that for a second. Right, now another thing that is quite interesting has come to my attention, and this is part of the reason why I'm making this video. This is a bit late now. We are already at like what, March 30th. This is a little bit late now. However, this is quite interesting that I saw, because I didn't actually see this till a bit later. This is only until 2nd of April 2024, so by the time this video comes out, it's probably, I mean, it'll probably come out today, to be honest. It's 30th of March today, it'll come out today most likely. But if you see it early, then yeah. So they have this promotion running currently. If you have the Ruby card, well actually no, just for reference actually, it's not if you own the card. If you already have the card, it doesn't work. This promotion only applies if you have a net buy requirement. If you have a net buy of over the amount. So if you buy $400 worth of Crow and then stake it, that's fine. You get the benefits of like the Apple stuff too. However, if you don't buy, if I remember correctly, like you just get the Crow on a different exchange, or you got it from staking or something like that, and then stake it, I don't think it counts because it has to be a net buy on the app, if I remember correctly, and I think it has to be from fiat to Crow, I think. I'm not 100% sure about this. However, this isn't a video on how to do it, this is a video on what's going on here. So, on the Ruby Steel, you get $40 of cashback back on Apple accessories, so like your AirPods, stuff like that. Jade Green, Royal Indigo, you get an iPhone 15, up to $800 worth of cashback back. I actually looked at this when I saw this, and I did the math. That is quite actually, it's not a bad deal. Although an iPhone 15 is not $800, so you technically get some money back. I'm not 100% sure how much it is in the UK. In the US, it might be $800. In the UK, it's £800 or something like that. So you're still paying like 150 quid, but yeah. The Icy White Rose Gold card, you get up to $5,000 worth of cashback back, and then the Obsidian, you get up to $20,000 worth of cashback back, and then this is how you do it. I'm not going to go through that. Now, what I am going to say, this is where it's something to be cautious of. So this might have sounded like a promotion. It's not a promotion. I do like Crypto.com, but this was not a promotion. Unless they want to sponsor me, then it will be a promotion. But for now, what I'm going to talk about is this. So this is something very, very new. If I remember correctly, this came out quite late, quite soon. Not soon, quite lately, no. Recently, that's the word, recently. This came out quite recently. This is 20% PA on your Crow. Right, let's just have an actual think about this stuff. So, you can either choose to stake your Crow for the card, which, okay, you can do, or you can stake it for this if you want to own your Crow. Now, let's just put something into perspective here, okay? 20% is obviously a lot of money, right? If you take, I don't know. Why is it? Oh, it's writing in white still. Right. If you take, I don't know, $10,000 and you earn 20% on it, that's $12,000. Now, obviously, this is in the sake of Crow. This is not in the sake of money. So if we take 10,000 Crow, we get 12,000 Crow back. And at the same time, that Crow could either go up in price or it could also go down in price. Now, the interesting thing here, what makes me very concerned about this, is there are a lot of crypto exchanges that have gone bankrupt offering stuff like that. Stuff like this. For example, Celsius has gone bankrupt. FTX, Luna, we've all heard about stuff like, you know, these cryptos and like these exchanges that have gone bankrupt. Or, you know, stuff's happened and they've turned out scams and stuff like that. So this is something to be wary of. I'm not saying Crypto.com's a scam. Obviously, it's a fairly decent exchange. They follow the regulations. I quite enjoy Crypto.com using it. It's a brilliant exchange. However, is offering 20% cashback actually, what's the word, sustainable? Well, not cashback, 20% interest. Is that actually sustainable? That's the question here. If you take somebody who's got like 1 million Crow and offer them 200,000 Crow back on top for locking up for 1 year and paying it out weekly, is that actually sustainable? This is for a limited time. So the interesting thing about this, where I've actually read through this, I don't know if I think it's sustainable or not. Personally, I'm going to stay away from this. purely because of the fact that I don't really feel like locking up my money for that kind of time. Especially one, I could miss the bull run. Two, I just don't really feel comfortable leaving that much money on like crypto.com for a long period of time. It's a lot higher than the DeFi earn rate currently. The DeFi earn rate's like 6%. If you get the cards, it's 7%. Well, 4% or 7%. So yeah, it can be good or bad. But the interesting thing with this card is I've read the description and like the whole explanation about it. But if I remember 100% correctly, yeah, they'll say if it's available in your country, you can do it. Rewards amounts will be automatically given to your account every 7 days. That's nice. So you basically, let's say for example, I don't know, you stake 10,000 crore, you get 2,000 extra. 2,000 is how much you make. This will be distributed between every week, so every 7 days. So if you take 360 divided by 7, that's like 52 weeks, something like divide that by like 52, 50-ish. You get about 40 crore per week. I think that's wrong actually. Hold on. Knock off 0. Yeah, 40 crore. That's right. So you get about 40 crore per week if you was to stake 10,000. Now, this is great, but again, is it sustainable? I'm not 100% sure if this is sustainable and whether or not I would actually personally do it. I probably wouldn't. But for those of you who, because I've read in the Reddit quite a lot, on the Crow Reddit and the Crypto.com Reddit, people have been going nuts about this. It sounds like a good opportunity, and if it's realistic and it's good, then fair enough, go for it. But personally, in my opinion, I would be very cautious about doing it, purely because of the fact that if you do it and let's say something does happen to crypto.com, you've locked your money up and you can't get your money back, and it's a bit more, it's not really a sustainable market strategy, because 20% offering that is quite a lot, especially on like basically any money that you invest. It's not like there's a limit either. If I remember, I read the description earlier. I don't think there's a limit on how much you can invest. You can basically invest any amount and then 20% crypto back on it. And then also you got the price fluctuations of the coin too, that can also affect it. So you could lose money. That's why you should only invest what you're willing to lose. And obviously I'm a firm believer of not your keys, not your coins. If you own cryptocurrency, it should be on a hardware wallet. It's fine to leave it on some exchanges for like some benefits and stuff like that, but I wouldn't be leaving large sums of money on there. Your larger sums of money should really be on hardware wallets. I might do a video on how to use a ledger. I do have one. I might do a video on that. But realistically, you should have it on a hardware wallet, maybe in a cold storage, air-gapped wallet, on a cold wallet, and anything. But it shouldn't be on something that is on a centralized exchange. That's what you should be trying to do. This is an interesting thing over here. Crypto.com reserves the right to cancel the program or amend the program mechanics or rules at any time at their sole discretion, without prior notice to you. Save that existing fixed term. Save that existing fixed term plan shall not be affected. Right, now this might seem concerning for those of you who have already invested and done this and locked it up. Be wary that this only applies, so they can change the rights of the 20% APY that they're offering. However, this only applies to the ones that haven't staked yet. So if you've already staked, it does say here that the fixed term plans shall not be affected. So if they can't change it, and they have said that. And then in the event of any dispute, Crypto.com reserves the right to make any final decisions regarding the program. So yeah. That's the majority of what Crow is and what Crypto.com is, and yeah. So I've basically said that, it's a nice coin, I do like it, but this is something to be wary of, because offering 20% APY, offering these Apple benefits as well, is this really sustainable? Because we can actually genuinely look at this from a genuine perspective. If you were to stake for the Jade card, the amount of benefits you're actually getting is ridiculous. Like, actually just look at this, right? If I stake $4,000 for the Jade card, I get iPhone 15, that's $800. And that's only for the next 2 days though. Get $800 for that. The priority pass, I'm not 100% sure how much that is, but you get the airport lounge access. That's like what, like $60 maybe. It might be more than that. We'll say 200. It might not be anywhere near that. Spotify's like by the way, you get this for 5 years, by the way. So you get this till your card expires, by the way, just for reference. I think it's like $70 per year. So if I remember, that's like the basic one. It's like $70 per year. So that's like $350 in it. It's something like that, and then this is obviously just like very, very raw numbers, by the way, so don't, this is just for like thought process if anybody wants to think about this. Spotify, I don't know, you spend 72, Netflix, you spend 72, add that all up together, you get like, I don't know, like 1300-ish back. And then on top of that, the price fluctuations on top of that, so even if it goes down by a little bit, you're still in money and so on. If obviously you took the Apple promotion, if not, then you're still in loss. If it goes up, you might be in profit. This is the interesting thing here. Now, with the amount of benefits they offer, I don't know how sustainable it is anymore. Because it was fine when they were offering like the smaller benefits. Like these are fairly sustainable. Like some of these are fairly sustainable. They're not that expensive to run. This is again, right, it's only for 30 days. Again, this is not really that this is not like amazingly sustainable, but this is fine. Because how many people actually have the Obsidian card? Not many. The IC card, again, not many people have that. There's quite a few people that have this card. That's still fairly sustainable. They're basically offering 20% on anybody who has the Jade card. That's what you're getting with the iPhone 15, and again, with this, you're getting like 10% on whatever it was, so it's not really that bad, that one. This, on the other hand, is what's concerning me. Because I don't know how sustainable this actually is. Because if we're taking any amount of Crow that you can stake, and there's no limit on it, from what I'm aware. Because I've read through it, and I don't see that there's any limit on how much you can stake. There is, but it does say here, which is quite a calming thing. Available on the 12-month fixed-term Crow plan will be on a first-come, first-served basis. To register, simply go to the blah, blah, blah. Select Crow and enter the amount you want to allocate. The limited time campaign is not available for residents of, these countries. The thing is here, it's only available for a short period of time. So I don't think it's going to be forever. And if you stake for it and you get the benefits for it, fair enough. But I think what they've probably done is they've probably allocated an X amount of Crow to this, and they will only allow a certain amount of people to stake until that Crow amount can be met, and then after that they're probably going to stop doing it, which is what I think is going to happen. If that's going to happen, then that's fairly sustainable, that's fine. Okay, but if not, there's just something to be wary of and be careful about. Because obviously I don't want you lot obviously losing your money and like you being trapped and stuff like that. I love crypto.com, but it's still something to be wary of with everything. You should be wary of everything, so yeah. Alright, with regards to Crow analysis. What's this? Yeah, right, yeah, okay. With regards to... Oh, this is Bitcoin. Why is the Bitcoin chart here? Actually, we'll start with the Bitcoin chart. With regards to Crow analysis, this is going to be very, very quick, by the way. Very quick. So, yesterday, if you looked at the crypto.com analysis that I put up... Just refresh this. So if you looked at the crypto.com analysis I put up, I was... the analysis for everything, all the coins I did. I said this could possibly be a cup and handle pattern. It hasn't really validated yet. You could argue that's validated, you could argue it's not. We'll have to wait and see if that's a cup and handle pattern. What I'm more interested in, though, is this on the daily time frame. I said this is possible that this could be an inverse head and shoulders. And if it is an inverse head and shoulders, that'd be amazing. Something like this. That'd be quite good, and that'd give us some time consolidation. Right. I was mainly talking about that for the sake of just explaining it, and then we'll go to the Crow chart. Right, the exact same thing's happening on the Crow chart, which is what I drew out. if this was to happen, this would be fairly sustainable for Crow as well. We'd have a nice dip down to here, or maybe up to here. It depends, I don't know. It's not guaranteed. This is just speculation and thought process. Why are we on the SPY chart? What happened? Right, back to Crow, right. Yeah, so this could be fairly sustainable. The only reason why I think that cup and handle pattern might not play out is on most other charts, that's not really visible. Like on this chart, for example, this is very much clearly a shoulder, or it's very much clearly just like a V bottom. So you just come down, come straight back up. This is not curved like what it would be for a cup and handle pattern. And this is an interesting thing. If you look at a Bitcoin chart, most coins follow Bitcoin, but it's better to look at some other charts as well, because you can see some patterns a bit better on there. That's why I don't think the cup and handle pattern will play out. And if this does come down, that'd be amazing. And then we come back up, come back down, come back up. For those of you that don't know what inverse head and shoulders pattern is, if that was to happen, take a measurement from the head and you move it up, and we go quite high. Again, don't get the lube out. Just right. This is for just so people obviously look at the analysis. If you want to see the full analysis, go on my channel, watch the market analysis video that I put up. But this is just for the sake of, because we were talking about Crow, so I was just going to do a slight amount of analysis on it. That could happen. Again, that will be a pattern that could take months. Obviously, if this actually does play out and we do draw this like this, that'd be amazing. And then we break above, retest, and then we go up. That could happen, but it's more or less waiting on to see what happens. If you trade, obviously you wait to see what happens and then decide from there. But I was more or less talking about the crypto.com, and so yeah, it is quite good. But just be wary when you're investing and taking promotions like this. These are great opportunities, but be wary that they can be unsustainable, and you're locking your money up for about a year as well. A year from now would put us at 2025 March, or 2025 April, if you count as the end of the March now. That would put us quite close to maybe the top, maybe. Most people say the top's usually November 2025, December. It's not guaranteed. The past doesn't obviously predict the future, but it could be anything like that. So you are locking your money up for quite a long time. And also, if something happens to crypto.com, then that's also a concern to be worried about. Same with the cards. Like 6 months, I've done multiple card stakes with crypto.com, but it's still something to be wary of. Like it's the great benefits, but be wary of it. Right, if you guys enjoy this video, like and subscribe. If you want to see anything in particular, please ask in the comments. I will see you guys later. Bye.